Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moonshine himself.
Of Harlem.
Dímelo, mi gente, ¿qué lo que? You already know this is Punch, Drunk, Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Shine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, El Sazón, El Borracho, El Pastor de Boxeo. Clase en sesión, my friend. Dímelo, mi gente, ¿qué lo que, señores y señoras? What's good? Everybody in the chat, what's good? Smash the like button. Let's go. Let's get this thing popping. Let's go. Southside in the building. Bunch. Así mismito, mi gente. What's good, Southside? One of the members of Punch, Drunk, Boxing, Danny Medina in the building. Danny. Charles, Edward, Cheese, a.k.a. Queso in the building. El Pastor, I'll take Tank versus any of those names. Y Lomachenko, y Martin, and any time he might invite them all. The money made rich legacy. Dig. Hombres, mujeres, pasar el plato de peso para apoyar el borracho. Gracias con los $100 de Super Chari, parique. A comprar gasolina de 93. Look at now. Cheese, queso, American queso, Swiss queso, Monster queso, lo que sea, queso de dinero, queso de comida, queso de todo, queso de pastelito, queso de pasteles. Hey, queso, you like pastelito de queso? Me gusta el pastelito de queso. You ever had pastelito de queso? What's good? Linda. Look at that, man. I'm Charles Edward Cheese. Thank you for the contribution. Thank you for the super chat. Gracias, mi hermano. Gracias, mi hermano. HLD in the building. HLD in the building. Boricua in the building. ¿Qué lo que, señor? My friend. Otro boricua, Lowe's, Nose, Boxing in the building. Dímelo, no those boxes. Con los 5 pesos de Super Chari Parique a comprar French fry with chicken wing de la gente de los chinos. Tank, Teal, and Shakur have no fights lined up. Bill been very quiet of 7 fights. Anyone other than those 3 head ducking. Josué Vargas is looking for you. No, Josué Vargas is looking for you. Lonos Boxing. Que tú verás que te va a poner por atrás y te va a dar una galleta en your buns. Siga ahí jugando con el Josué Vargas. Sigue jugando. He was like, yo, let's spar, but let's work on clinches. Hey, Lonos Boxing, you better stop playing around with Josué Vargas. You're gonna want to, let's work on sparring, and you're gonna be like, yeah. I'm definitely want to spar with a professional. But Josué Vargas gonna be like, we're only gonna be working on holding and clinching. We're gonna do what Floyd Mayweather did to Manny Pacquiao in the beginning of the fight. We're gonna do what Devin Haney was doing versus Jorge Linares after he buzzed him. So what we're gonna work on is clinching, holding real tight. Hold it, don't get away. Hold it real tight, and then I hit you in the rib. But we're gonna work on holding, clinching. You know what I'm saying? Do what Adrian Broner did to Marcos Maidana when he turned him around and he did that little. You already know that's what you're gonna be working on. Linda, Linda, Linda. ¿Dónde está Linda? Espera. Eso es Linda. Linda, Linda, Linda from the UK, London. Let's go, Linda. Let's go, Linda. Let's go, Linda. Siga ahí jugando. Hey, my friend, keep playing with Josue Vargas. Josue Vargas going to clinch and hold your ass like, you know what I'm saying? Keep on playing with Josue Vargas. Boricua. Ese boricua también, Ustedes juegan mucho. Tenía que hacer un boricua, ¿verdad? Tenía que hacer un boricua, Jackie Hernández in the building. La reina de boxeo. Jackie, man, a lot of news in the sport of boxeo, man. A lot of news in the sport of boxeo. Gervonta Davis let out the county jail after long nose. You know what I'm saying? 40 days, 42 days in a county jail. And ladies and gentlemen, look, nobody won't even spend one time. Have you been arrested? And they told you when to eat. They give you a little peanut butter sandwich, peanut butter and jelly sandwich with expired milk, and you waiting and stuff like that. You know, it's hard to get locked up in the weekend as well, man, because you locked up in the weekend, man. Sometimes, man, if you got locked up on Friday, you get out on Monday. You know what I'm saying? I think New York City did better, you know what I'm saying? Getting out on Saturday night, you know? I don't know nothing about that. I'm just saying. I don't know nothing about that, you know? I'm a good citizen of New York City, you know? But yeah, man, you don't want to spend not even one time locked up, bro. You don't even want to spend more than 5 minutes in a squad car, locked with your handcuffs and stuff like that. And then when they moving you and stuff like that into the paddy wagons and stuff like that, so you could go to court and all that bullshit. I ain't trying to say I'm a nice guy, you know. But Gervonta Davis is out. Gervonta Davis is out. E boxing fan in the building. Salud, child. Everybody smash the like button right now. Let's go. Let me see people getting the drill right now. You know, the punch run boxing is live right now, man. We got 28 likes. Come on, let's pick up the likes. Pick up the mother effing like. Joshua be dripping low to smell. Oh, shit. Diablo, me gusta eso sucio, man. He's like, let's work on clinches. Let's work on holding. Let's work on low blows. But I'm not trying to hit you low blow. I'm just trying to do something. No, boxing, no vengas con los dominicanos, que esos son puertorriqueños, Josué Vázquez es puertorriqueño, no es dominicano, my friend, okay? Es con los Puerto Rico que he do that, my friend. And what he did it in Prime Month too. Little rainbow self. No vengan con eso, Lonos Boxing, oíste, que ese tipo es un sucio. Hey, yo, I'm saying like this, man. And this past weekend, dude that was fighting Frank Martin, man, that took a knee. The dude that took a knee, what's his name? And what's Haru Gorhantoliana? Ese nombre tan raro. I'm sorry, my friend. The guy that Frank Martin was fighting. That name was it's too difficult for me, man. I be reading that name like if I was reading Flo Mayweather, like Flo Mayweather be reading shit. You know what I'm saying? Frank Martin that fought versus Horeña Yang. Ese nombre tan raro, tan feo. Artin, okay? He took a knee in the last 30 seconds. Man. I know he's gonna regret taking that knee. He could have won. He had a good chance of winning to beat Frank Martin, but he took that. Artin, that my friend Jackie Hernandez Artem, okay? The last name Haruji is no good. I cannot pronounce that. I cannot read it. I read it like Flo Mayweather Rica and a hat. No puedo. No, I can't. But Artem, let's call him Artem. Artem. That's his name. Ese nombre tan raro. Who gave a name like that? Come on. A lo fácil, easy for me. Damn it. But he took a knee in the last, 36 seconds. Man, he regret taking that knee like Josue Vargas regret that dude, that bearded dude taking the knee on him. Our team is gonna regret taking that knee like Josue Vargas is gonna regret that bearded man taking the knee on him. Ese palomo se sucio viejo. Diablo, at least get a tranny or something like that. Ese tipo got a bearded dude, and the shit was slobbing all over his beard. Diablo, Josue Vargas es un maldito loco, mi hermano. Ese tipo, el pájaro. Anyway, okay, let's move into boxing. No imagination. But yo, so Gervonta Davis out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Went back home, got a little faded, got a little fix his hair, then holding like he's just holding millions of dollars, millions of cash and stuff like that. But now we're thinking about, all right, you holding the cash. We know you got cash, Gervonta Davis. We know that you got cash. We know that. You know you cover the school of Floyd Mayweather. I know you got cash. We know you got cash. We know you can sell some. We know that you can sell. We know you can pack an arena. We know you can put butts in the seats. We know that. But that's not what we're thinking about. It's who you're gonna be fighting. It's who Gervonta Davis is gonna be fighting. Finally, Gervonta Davis got the skills to pay the bills. Hey yo, if you got an eye for talent, if you got an eye for boxing, you know that Gervonta Davis is good. It's good. It's good. Smash it like butt like you smashing your shoulder. Let's go. Yeah, he's good. I don't give a damn if you're a fan of Gervonta Davis or not, or a hater, or a capper, or whatever, or a troll. You know and I know that Gervonta Davis got skills to pay the bills. He got special attributes, speed and power, got the twitch muscle, stuff like that. And Gervonta Davis has an IQ. And I've been telling people for a long time that Gervonta Davis got an IQ. You saw him in the amateurs. When you saw him in the amateurs, he was fighting dudes that was always bigger than him. Pause. He was always fighting dudes that was bigger than him and stuff like that. And he always used his footwork. He got a good IQ. He don't throw a lot of punches. He don't waste a lot of punches. But damn it, when he throws some punches and he lands it, man, he knows what he's doing when he's throwing them punches, all right? You know what I'm saying? Just straight to the point. I'm going to hurt you. Bam, 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 bam. You know what I'm saying? His reflexes is good as well. But we know that already. We know that you're good. We know that you sell. We know that you got money. We know you came out of jail. We know you'll be manhandling your baby mama. We all know that. But when are you going to get in the ring with somebody with a pulse? When are you going to get in the ring with somebody is a threat? When you're going to get in the ring where you could stand on a legacy? That's all we want, because right now with all the attributes and all the money that you got, Gervonta Davis, you don't got a legacy to stand on. And let me tell you like this, looking at the past athletes and especially the past boxers, money comes and goes. It don't matter how much money you make. I'm going to tell you like that. All that stuff that you hold, we seen it before. We seen Adrian Broner hold a lot of money, and then he's in a courtroom telling the judge, I only got $13 in my pocket, and I got friends like Steven Espinoza. So ladies and gentlemen, so Gervonta Davis, hey, you could floss all the money you want, but a person like you, the system could get a hold on you. And I ain't talking about just the system in the courtroom. I'm talking about the system. It's all a system. You think that it was just the court that got Mike Tyson? You didn't think it was the whole thing that got him in jail? And when you in jail, that's when they finagle your money. That's when they take your money away, because they know you ain't smart with the money. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. You probably needed all that cash because, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Some people are just financially illiterate. I'm just keeping it real. It doesn't matter. Look, hey, I've been financially illiterate, damn it. A lot of people is financially illiterate. You don't know what to do sometimes, right? I'm just saying, Gervonta Davis, that money comes and goes. We've seen it almost with Allen Iverson. If Allen Iverson didn't have that Reebok contract, and his friend didn't do that Reebok contract behind his back, that he's gonna get like what, $30-45 million in by the time what like 3 more years and stuff like that when he turns 50 years old. If his boy or his manager or his accountant didn't do that, he'll be broke. Adrian Broner, look, he's doing deals with Don King. He went from about billions to about bullshit, my friend. Nothing. So it comes and goes like this, Gervonta Davis. But when you have a legacy, when legacy reigns supreme, you could be a fuck up. But because you have a legacy, everybody's always going to want to partner with you. That's what happened to Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is a pure F up. He effed up so much. And look where Mike Tyson is at today. You know why? Because his legacy reigns supreme. Oscar De La Hoya, he been with fishnets. He been all over the place, and people been all over the place with him. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Oscar De La Hoya, the 6th division world champion. You understand? He be sniffing. He be wearing lingeries. He been an F up as well. But because of legacy reigns supreme, and because of Golden Boy promotion, he could still go and get some deals. And you know what I'm saying? Because your legacy reigns supreme. Julio Cesar Chavez, legacy reigns supreme. Sugar Ray Leonard, legacy reigns supreme. If Sugar Ray Leonard say, yo, I want to work commentating for ESPN, man, please come. Yes, because legacy reigns supreme. Ladies and gentlemen, Manny Pacquiao became a senator because legacy reigns supreme. It's not because he made money. It's because his legacy. And Manny Pacquiao was his legacy. Right now, we ain't thinking about Manny Pacquiao money. We're thinking about his legacy. See, at the end of the day, it's all about legacy. So Gervonta Davis, make as much money as you can. But that doesn't mean that you can't get money. You the A side, right? You always gonna be you the A side. So it don't matter if you're gonna fight Average Joe. It don't matter if you're gonna be facing a guy like Teofimo Lopez. Somebody like Shakur Stevenson, somebody like Devin Haney. You're still gonna get the bag. So how about you put yourself in a position where somebody could be a real threat that has a legacy. Now, that's not me saying that Ryan Garcia leading up to the fight wasn't a threat. No, because I was saying that he was a threat, but he didn't have a legacy behind him. Ryan Garcia never been a champion. Ryan Garcia just had the skills. And Gervonta Davis exposed that skills. But even if he would have beaten Ryan Garcia, like we just said, leading up to the Lomachenko and Devin Haney, like I was saying, it would have exposed for the casuals that looking. And you thought you're watching the biggest fight in the world. Yeah, it's good for boxing, but I wanted those eyes to be sustained in the sport of boxing. I wanted them to stay in the sport of boxing, because then you was going to see a real legacy fight in Lomachenko and Devin Haney. Then you're going to see a real legacy fight when Teofimo Lopez and Josh Taylor. That's why I needed that big fight for the sport of boxing. We needed Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis. And I said, and I told y'all in the live, that fight is bigger for boxing than their own legacy. Why? Because look at now, everybody paying attention to the greatest sports in the world. Bulk sale. Right? So now, hold on. Give me 1 second. Uno segundo. Uno segundo. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. We're going to be talking about a lot of things today. Uno segundo. So I put this earlier today. Gervonta Davis fighting for legacy is a waste of time. Seems like it's a waste of time because he got all the money. But like I said earlier, you may be free. You may be physically free, Gervonta Davis, but your legacy is locked up. Ladies and gentlemen, Gervonta Davis' legacy is locked up, and we're doing everything possible to bail his legacy out. We're doing everything possible, you know what I'm saying, so he could beat the legacy case. You feel me? And I think he has the skills to pay the bills. I think he has the skills to be Haney. Matter of fact, I got Gervonta Davis being Haney. I think he got the skills to stop Shakur Stevenson, even though that I don't believe that Shakur Stevenson is going to be outboxed by anybody. Listen to me when I say outboxed. I ain't saying that Tank Davis can't beat Shakur Stevenson. What I'm saying is I don't think that Gervonta Davis can outbox Shakur Stevenson. The only way that Shakur Stevenson beats Gervonta Davis, he outbox him. But I believe that Gervonta Davis got the skills to pay the bills. He has the skills, and he has the power to do so, to stop Shakur Stevenson. A fight with him and Teofimo Lopez, like I said, for a long time is the legacy fight, because I believe that both of these guys are gifted, God-gifted. I'm going to say Shakur Stevenson is good, but the special attributes that Teofimo Lopez and Gervonta Davis possess, I'm talking about the speed and power, both speed and power, the combination of speed and power, the evolution, you know what I'm saying, and the IQ that goes with it. Teofimo Lopez has shown that. He's beat the man at 135, and Vasily Lomachenko was pound for pound. 1, 2, 3, you can flip it around. He beat Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor, the undisputed king. Teofimo Lopez is a king in 2 different divisions. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a good fight. We all know that's a good fight. Floyd Mayweather knows it's a good fight. As a matter of fact, and I think that maybe, like I said in the video earlier today, I think that Gervonta Tank Davis is threatened more by Teofimo Lopez than any other fighter, because Gervonta Tank Davis, in a recent interview before the fight that he fought on Ryan Garcia, what was it? The interview. He said that, yeah, he's willing to fight Shakur. He's willing to fight Devin Haney. And then the guy said, what about Teofimo Lopez? Well, I don't know. Nah, you know what I'm saying? No. No, you know why.
If you were to put one fight in boxing together, or was truly the best fight in the best right now, what would it be?
Teofimo Lopez and Gervonta Tank Davis, Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence.
Floyd Mayweather, no, man. Or maybe Floyd Mayweather said that before he beat Josh Taylor and thought that probably that Teofimo Lopez was the weakest link. But I'm going to tell you like this, I don't think that he think that, because he would have never said that before Teofimo Lopez fought Josh Taylor. See, the thing is, when Teofimo Lopez recently see Floyd Mayweather, he sees that, damn, this kid is in shape, and he's not even ready. He's not even contractual to fight. Teofimo Lopez stays in the gym. Matter of fact, Teofimo Lopez in the gym right now. Teofimo Lopez stays in the gym. He lives in the gym. That's his therapy. That's all he do all day, just be in the gym. And when other fighters see that, especially fighters that stay in the gym and stay in shape, like Floyd Mayweather, even past, even post his career, he said, like, man, this kid, man, he lucky that he's not signed with me. I'll be pumping him more. But that doesn't mean a lot of people feel the same way that I feel. Let me see. Let me check the poll. Let me check the poll right now. I don't know if a lot of people feel the same way that I feel. Who is Tank's biggest threat? 44% got Shakur. 48% got Teofimo. 3% got Devin Haney. Damn. Loma, 5%. Damn, they don't even think that Devin Haney is a threat. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. We got 38. Come on, y'all. Come on. We got 73 people looking on. We got more than half tuning in, and we got like less than half smashing the like button. Let's go, man. Support the channel. Let's go. Smash the like button like you smashing your shorty. Smash the like button like if you smashing your shorty. And if it was a smashing your shorty, at least you could say you could tell the homeboys that you would smash your something tonight. Feel me? No te quedes como un pendejo, mi hermano. Why? Let's break it down. Let's break it down, y'all. How would Devin Haney beat Tank Davis? I can't see it. Let's break it down just for a minute. Everybody gonna be like, hey, yo, but Shakur, Devin Haney got a good jab. That's it. You think that Gervonta Davis is that simple that he's gonna just lose to a jab? Do y'all think that Shakur, that Gervonta Davis is that predictable? Is that easy that he's gonna lose to a Devin Haney jab? That's it. Because I don't think so. He was already telling Devin Haney was already telling his daddy before what in the 8th round, after the 8th round, daddy, basically he figured me out. No, daddy, but I'm saying every time I'm going to the left, he hit me with a left. Lomachenko neutralized the jab of Devin the Dream Haney. And the only thing that the fans could think about is, well, Devin Haney was going to the body. No, because he was just limited to just that spot. And it looked like Lomachenko was not being affected by those body shots, because at the end of the day, Lomachenko was not backing up. So how effective was those body shots? And you already know that Gervonta Davis could sustain some punches as well. If the southpaw of Lomachenko was hitting Devin Haney with the straight left hand, ladies and gentlemen, Gervonta Tank Davis would destroy Devin Haney with the straight left hand, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my yeah, because it's quicker and it has a bigger pop. And ladies and gentlemen, he's walking into his prime right now. He's 28 years old, and I always say that between 27 years old, 32, 33 is real prime years in the sport of boxing. That's where your intellect and physical ability coexist at the highest level. If Lomachenko was landing the left hand at will, Because I'm telling you like this. A lot of people don't give a lot of credit to Gervonta Davis and his angles. See, the thing is, Lomachenko, he uses the footwork to get into his spots and get into his angle. But Gervonta Davis, he does a good job at leaning to your left, to your right side, really, and then he'll pop that left right there, come over with a over right. You know what I'm saying? He works the angles, but a very different way. You know what I'm saying? But he works the angle just as good as a Lomachenko. He just works the angle in a very different way. He knows what go to the body. Gervonta Davis is a very, very smart fighter, and it's going to have to take more than speed, like you saw with Ryan Garcia, that you can have all the speed. But but you saw how he timed the left hook. How many times do you see Gervonta Davis duck the left hook of Ryan Garcia? And let me say it like this: Ryan Garcia got probably one of the fastest hands in the sport of boxing, hands down. He was timing them left hook, whoop, duck it, whoop, duck it. In one instances before he knocked him down, he ducked 4 to 5 left hooks. Duck, 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 and he counted it as well. Ducked it, bang. Gervonta Davis will beat the crap out of Devin the Dream Haney. Now, when it comes to Shakur Stevenson is a whole different type of ball game. Shakur Stevenson's skills are sharpened in a whole different type of way. Shakur Stevenson right now sparring with Bud Crawford. Shakur Stevenson has sparred with Bud Crawford, sparred with Andre Ward. Shakur Stevenson is coming from another type of school, and he keeps himself in the gym. Look right now, Shakur Stevenson got no fight. Where's Shakur Stevenson right now? See, that's the difference between these type of fighters, man. Shakur Stevenson got no fights, but what he's doing, working with Bud Crawford. Shakur Stevenson working with Keyshawn Davis. Shakur Stevenson working with Raymond Ford. Shakur Stevenson, I'm gonna tell you like this: Shakur Stevenson always stays in the gym, and he just doesn't sharpen his tools with just up and coming great amateurs. He's sharpening up his tools with great professionals. That's why Shakur Stevenson stays sharp. He's forever sharp. He stays sharp because he's in the gym. And when he's in the gym, he's not in it to pity pat. He's in it to learn. This man loves to learn. Shakur Stevenson is a threat to Gervonta Davis. The only thing is, and his power has increased, has transitioned into the 135 while he knocked down Yoshino, is a big threat to Gervonta Davis. He got the defense. He stays in the pocket. Will he be staying in the pocket versus Gervonta Davis? I'm gonna tell you like this: he's fully equipped to do it. He's fully equipped to do it. Now the only question is: does Shakur Stevenson can take a good hit? We haven't taken a good hit, and I'm not this type of fan to be like, he need to get hit for me to know. He need to get buzzed out. No. But we just don't know. Those are probably the only question for Shakur Stevenson, because he has so much great of a defense that nobody could hit him a flush. But let's see if he can take a punch from Gervonta Davis. We've seen Gervonta Davis a little buzz versus Mario Barrios. So that doesn't mean he got the greatest chin, but that was against a 140-pounder as well. You know what I'm saying? And I think the more threatening the fighter is, the more that Gervonta Davis switches his style. We've seen it with Pitbull Cruz. We've seen it with Pitbull Cruz. And yes, in the second half of the fight leading to the championship rounds, yes, we saw that Gervonta Davis was fighting him with one hand. And knowing that, he did pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was a close fight. As a matter of fact, I would see a rematch with him and Pitbull Cruz, to be honest. It'll be a good hell of a rematch. You know what I'm saying? Even though the Gervonta Davis said, hell no, in a post-fight interview in reference to a rematch with Pitbull Cruz. But I would like to see a rematch, but that's not the primary fight for Gervonta Davis. Because even if he beats Pitbull Cruz again, you ain't beating nobody. You still not standing on a legacy. We need Gervonta Davis to stand on something. Not just stand on money. A lot of people in the world got money. We've seen a lot of athletes get money. We've seen a lot of athletes don't get money. We've seen a lot of athletes lose their money. But I'm gonna tell you like this: once you get a legacy, you don't lose your legacy, Gervonta Davis. Once you get a legacy, you don't lose. Nothing could take that away from you. It's almost like when you graduate from college. You could have been a fuck up to everybody in the world, but nobody could take away your degree. You worked for it. You earned it. Nobody could take you away the degree. That's what I told my brother. My brother just got his degree in jail. And my brother used to call me, and we used to talk all the time and be like, hey, yo, man, what I'm going to do with this anyway, man? I feel like, man, I'm wasting my time. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to my brother. Just got his bachelor degree in jail. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother. Proud of him. Proud of him. You know what I'm saying? 9 years in. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully get an early release. Hopefully get an early release. You know what I'm saying? Prayers up. But my brother just got his degree. You know what I used to tell my brother? I used to say, yo, no, but nobody could take that away from you. You're gonna, yeah, but what I'm gonna do with that, man? I'm gonna come outside and stuff like that. I still got, I still got this, my rap sheet and shit like that. I'm not going. I heard that degrees don't even get you nothing and stuff like that, man. Depending what it is, and depending who you know, and depending how you go about things. You know, a lot of people do go to college and don't know and don't know what it. They just go to college just because their parents wanted them to go to the college. Now they're sitting on the degree and don't do nothing with it. And sometimes they do something with it years down the line because they had that in the back burner. Sometimes you use that degree right away, and sometimes, you know, life takes you in a certain place. You work here, and then boom, that degree comes into play. Time to negotiate some money. You'd be like, no, I got a master's degree, I got a bachelor's degree, I got a PhD degree, I got this degree. You know what I'm saying? So I told my brother, man, look, yeah, you've been a fuck up. Yeah. You know something? This is something that you did finally, that you dedicate yourself to. You earned something, and nobody could take that away from you. So even when you come out of jail, and your daughter's his wife, she got her degree, you got your degree. It don't matter where you got it, but you got your degree. So when you're trying to raise my niece, his daughter, then she has to live. There's no excuses for her. She can't be, I don't want to go to school and stuff like that. Said mama got a degree and daddy got a degree. And look at the circumstances I was in. So there was no excuses for you. Don't tell me that it was hard. Don't tell me nothing. It ain't hard. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know how you could use that degree. You could use that degree to motivate your own daughter. You could use that degree to put yourself in position to, when you're negotiating a pay and you're going in with a job that's with somebody else that don't got a degree, you could be like, hey, yo, I got a degree, man. You got to give me more than this guy, you know, whatever, or this gal. At the end of the day, man, shout out to my bro. Congrats to your brother. Thank you, man. Yes. But let's move forward. Your title brother or your big brother? My big brother, my older brother. I'm the little big brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm the little big brother. He's my older brother. Only 2 years though. Only 2 years. Not old. Not way older than me and stuff like that. I'm the little big brother. You know what I'm saying? He almost out, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully. But smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like. Shout out to Bar University. Shout out to the little big bro. Yes. Shout out to the little big bro. You know. Yes, sir. I should have put the picture up, bro. Let me see if I can put the picture. Let me see. I think I put the picture up on the community. I put the picture up in the community. I'll put it up later. Does he love boxing too? Yeah, man, he does. His favorite fighter was Manny Pacquiao. And before and after Manny Pacquiao, he's the one that actually put me on to Keith and Tom Thurman. We was in Florida, and Keith and Tom Thurman's a Florida guy, you know what I'm saying? He used to go to Florida a lot, and that's how we got to know Keith. Well, we knew who Keith and Tom Thurman was because my brother had long hair. They used to call him Keith Thurman, and people was like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know, and that's who's this Keith Thurman guy? And that's how we knew Keith and Tom Thurman. But yeah, man, Gervonta Davis got to put legacy. He got to stand on a legacy. And there's a lot of potential fights for him. So let's talk about that Kings of Commonwealth. I got you right here. Shout out to Broadway Joel with a great interview. And shout out to Broadway Joel with a great interview with the WBC president, Mauricio Sulaiman. Yeah, let's talk about, now that we're talking about the potential fights for Gervonta Davis, and we had a Devin Haney there and a Shakur Stevenson there. The WBC has given Devin Haney a deadline of July 21st. If you're going to fight and you're going to stay in the lightweight division, and defend your title versus the mandatory challenger in Shakur Stevenson? See, remember what I told y'all. What did I told y'all about petition? See, the petition of Shakur Stevenson, after he was going back and forth with Devin Haney on Twitter, his petition, his request to the WBC has put pressure on the WBC. And now we're hearing that Devin Haney has a deadline, July 21st. You see what happens? This week, you see what happens when you put pressure, when you send a request, when you send a petition, you put pressure. They gotta work. They gotta put in some work. And Shakur Stevenson is just not this guy coming up. He's a 2-division world champion as well. You feel me? 2-division world champion and backed up by top ranked Bob Arum, Pauls, and Jay Prince. Mauricio Sulaiman has to listen to the petition. Or you think that Bob Arum and Top Rank are going to just let Devin Haney do whatever you want to do with them belts? You really think so? Come on, man. This is boxing. Devin Haney, you're not more powerful than Top Rank. And I told you that Top Rank put his fighters in position. It don't matter what. It don't matter what. Lomachenko was going to get a shot at the title no matter what. Shakur Stevenson is going to get a shot at the title no matter what. It doesn't matter if Teofimo Lopez is going to be fighting George Kambosos. If Teofimo Lopez is going to win, they're going to make Teofimo Lopez fight Lomachenko, or you dropping the belts. They was going to do the same thing to Teofimo Lopez they doing to Devin the Dream Haney. That's the pressure of Top Rank that's doing that to Devin the Dream Haney. Because you know the WBC, they will be so lenient to Devin Haney. It's the pressure of Top Rank. Take care of this guy. Put some pressure. Is he going to drop the belts? Because I already got my fighters lined up for it. Remember, when Teofimo Lopez was fighting George Kambosos, Lomachenko was number one in the WBC and number one in the WBO. It was already in position. Do whatever you want to do, Teofimo Lopez, because I'm gonna make you. Remember, they wanted Teofimo Lopez to fight to rematch Lomachenko. Either you rematch Lomachenko or you're gonna drop the belts. It don't matter what. I'm still gonna get the guy that I want a title shot. And then Shakur Steve, the same thing happened with Devin the Dream Haney and Vasily Lomachenko. Do whatever you want to do to Devin Haney. But I'm gonna tell you like this: it's either you fight our guy, you move up because I'm already gonna have Shakur Stevenson in position for the fight, and you vacate the world title. It's gonna be Loma versus Shakur Stevenson. You vacate the title, it's going to be Loma and Shakur Stevenson. This is what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. The WBO and the WBC is going to do a cahoots mandatory challenger. Yes, it's going to be 2 belts on the line when Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson fight. It's going to be 2 belts on the line because the WBO is going to be like, you know what? The number 1 and the number 2 is Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson. And the WBC, the number 1 and number 2 is Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson. Why not just fight for the same belt? 2 sanctioning fees, 2 belt fees each. That's what's going to happen. Remember, this is going to be the first time you're ever going to see it. This is going to be the first time you're ever going to see it. And remember what I told y'all. I'm going to play this thing back. You're going to be like, damn, Punch Drunk Boxing know the business of boxing. If Devin Haney relinquished the title, the WBC and the WBO, we do an emerge unification bout while 2 belts are vacant. Remember what I said. You never seen it before in the sport of boxing. Remember what I said. But yeah, let's go to the clip. Let's go to the clip with Broadway Joel and go check the full interview, the live with Broadway Joel after the live show. Broadway Joel, great interview with Mauricio Sulaiman, the president of Mauricio Sulaiman. It's very hard to get Mauricio Sulaiman to do an exclusive interview like this, but check this out.
Shakur fought Yoshino to become the mandatory. What's the status with Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson?
Friday, July 21st is the deadline for Haney to secure if he's fighting pro grace or he's going to stay in the lightweight division. Shakur Stevenson is the mandatory in the lightweight division.
Okay.
Fuego, my friend, fuego. We already know Devin Haney, you can't run from nobody. You can't run in 140 is a landmines division. You can't run in the lightweight division. Is right for you. Your back is against the wall. Either Regis. Use your WB. Use your belts right now. As a matter of fact, if I was Devin Haney right now, I'll be like, I will petition the WBA to make me the mandatory to the super champion in Rolly Romero. If you want to fight Regis Pro Grace and get the Eddie Hearn deal, go ahead. You want to go through Matias? You don't want to go through Matias? Where he's going to be fighting Sergey Lepiniet. You want to go through the WBO? You don't want to fight Teofimo Lopez. Let's be real. Let's be honest. You go to the 140. It's a landmine. Ain't nothing to think about that. Why you think that Devin Haney is thinking so much? His team is thinking about that. We need 24 hours to think about what we're going to do. Anywhere you go, it's a threat. You can't run. No, you can't run from nobody. You want to become a champion? The best bet that I give Devin Haney is Rolly Romero. Go fight Rolly Romero. Put yourself in position for the mandatory. Put yourself in position for the mandatory. But I'm gonna tell you like this: with a PBC, the WBA and the PBC, they like this. So we might see Elvis Rodriguez. We might see Elvis Rodriguez that just be posted, that knocked out Post in the 7th round to fight Rolly Romero. And have El Dominicano, el Sazón, el Manguco, los tres golpes. Elvis Rodriguez to face Rolly Romero, el Cubano y el Negro. You know? Is it in the rule book? Facts. All I know, I seen a couple of fighters fall for the interim WBC and WBO. You know what I'm saying? Luis Neri did that. Who else was doing that? I believe that the WBO and the WBC work together in a lot of regional title fights, interim fights. Luis Neri became an interim WBC and WBO. So I know they're on the verge of doing that for the world titles. And watch, it's going to be Shakur Stevenson versus Vasily Lomachenko. The first time they're going to do it, WBO and the WBC is going to emerge to fight for 2 vacant titles on the same night. Same fighters. Watch, it's going to happen. I'm not the Radames right here, my friend. Charles Edochi said, I think we're going to get Haney versus Regis, Garcia versus Rolly, and Haney versus Rolly for unification battle. We're going to see. You know what? It all depends on who he's going to sign with. It all depends on who you're going to fight. Nobody, if Devin Haney doesn't sign with an exclusive, look, this is boxing. If you don't sign with an exclusive promotional deal, an exclusive network, they're not going to give him these type of fights. You know how the WBA works. We ain't just saying, Al Heyman is just not going to give you a Rolly Romero. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to deal with Showtime and going to have to deal with PBC and Al Heyman. You know what I'm saying? Not even Bud Crawford could do that. Not even Canelo Alvarez could do that. Not even Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was signed with PBC. It was a 3-fight deal. You just ain't going to be walking in the PBC and get that. Canelo Alvarez did that with Caitlin Plant. But let me tell you why he did it with Caitlin Plant, because there was no more there. It was no more belts. It was last belt. And Al Heyman made sure that Caitlin Plant was the last guy that Canelo Alvarez was going to get. Because let's not forget that Canelo Alvarez was asking for Caitlin Plant first than Callum Smith and Billy Joe Saunders. Al Heyman did the great job by his client and got him the most money by making Caitlin Plant the last guy that Canelo Alvarez needed to get. So there's your 1-fight deal, because I've already given my client the best money, the most money he has ever made. That's it. We good. We got the undisputed bout and we got the most money. So now it's up to my fighter to do what he needs to do. You know? But this second time going around, Canelo Alvarez, no, you're going to be in a 3-fight deal. Manny Pacquiao was in a 3-fight deal, 4-fight, the optional. Maybe that's what Canelo Alvarez also got. And Bud Crawford, you're just not going to come up here for one and done. You're going to have a rematch clause in it and maybe have a 3rd fight with it. You feel me? So Devin Haney just ain't going to be fighting Rolly Romero just on 1-shot deal. Either you're going to sign a promotional deal, an exclusive promotional deal, exclusive network deal, or whatever. The same thing I think is going to happen on the zone. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. And you've seen Devin Haney. I don't think that he's willing to step inside the ring, draining himself to fight Gervonta Davis. He's not going to do that. He's not going to be 80% of himself to fight Tank, and he's not going to be 70% of himself to fight Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney is going to have to move up. Devin Haney has to have to move up. See, but the thing is, now I told the people, everybody thought that because he has all the belts, that he has all the power. He really don't have the power right now, because I'm telling you, behind the scenes, Top Rank is really making it. Is going to make it hard for him. It's either you fight my guy, either you fight a rematch. Either you fight Shakur Stevenson. You don't want either Loma, Shakur. Pick one. You don't want to fight none of them. You don't want to drain yourself. So, all right, you got to drop the belt and go to the 140 pound division. And then who's in the 140 pound division? It don't matter. It's going to be a hard fight, whoever you fight. Even if you fight Hitchison, it's going to be hard. Even if you fight Jose Ramirez, it's going to be hard. These fights are going to be hard in 140. Devin Haney can't run nowhere, no wild, nothing. It's just I call the 140-pound division landmines. Gary Antoine Russell, he might even. It's nowhere to run. Matias ain't nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Everything's going to be hard out there. Pause at 140. HLD con los 5 pesos de Super Chari Chari Parique said this would now confirm Devin Haney has ducked Teofimo Lopez for a total of 6 times. 3 of them is just the last 2 weeks by Friday, July 21st. I'm going to say it like this. It's nowhere, it's nowhere to go. It's nowhere to go. And it's good for Devin Haney at the end of the day because, look, you're still going to be fighting a legacy fight. You want the rematch with Lomachenko? You've been in the ring with him. I think you should be more comfortable with Lomachenko. You in the ring with Shakur Stevenson? A southpaw too at that? Devin Haney's not going to do it. Devin Haney's not going to come back down. I never seen Devin Haney's face so fat like that. That means he went in on the food. He went in. And look, he's been active. He's been active. You know what I'm saying? He fought all these guys in the span of 12 months. He did fight the rematch with George Cambosa. He did fight on all. He's been active. You know what I'm saying? But when you let yourself go like that, that tells me you're ready to move up. They won't fight Tio too much money and too much risk. Tio will have to get out the mud like always by fighting Matias. Straight out the mud, facts. I mean, what else could we expect from Teofimo Lopez, right? Man, he's always fighting the guy, right? It's like he's fighting he turned the top dogs into the top puppies. you know what I'm saying? I mean, if anybody gonna do the job, we all know that Teofimo Lopez want to do the job. We know we know for a fact that Teofimo Lopez ain't scared of nobody. And now he don't even got an O to protect, so he don't give a damn about the O. And again, like I told the people before, this Teofimo Lopez asked for Josh Taylor. They was willing to give him Arnold Barbosa. They was willing to give him Arnold Barbosa. He said, no, give me Josh Taylor. See, that's the difference. That's the difference between Teofimo Lopez. He had Barbosa on the table. He said, no, I want Josh Taylor. Really? Okay. That's the difference. They went, and Josh Taylor said himself, they went to Josh Taylor. They sent the proposal. David McWater sent the proposal to Josh Taylor's team. And then they spoke to ESPN to Bob Arum. Bob Arum gave it a green light. Yeah, go ahead. You want that? Okay. If you want that, but you know Teofimo Lopez on a tight rope right now, but you really want that. We're trying to go easy with him. And Teofimo Lopez is like, nah, I'm fighting Josh Taylor. I'm not fighting no Arnold Barbosa. I'm fighting the top dog. Sink or swim. That was a sink or swim fight. This one I know that Teofimo Lopez, man, he's a risk taker. That's what I call him. Why you think I call him the risk taker? It's not that I'm just saying that he's the risk taker just to say it. You feel me? I call him the risk taker because I know for a fact what he did was a high risk, because this is not what they wanted him to do. They wanted him to get an easier fight and then build up to a Josh Taylor fight. He said, no, give me Josh Taylor. Sink or swim. If I lose, Top Rank drops me. That was the risk. If Teofimo Lopez is going to lose, Top Rank drops Teofimo Lopez. Going to get no minimums, get dropped. That's it. He was done. If it's going to be that, let me go after the top dog. Let me go after the top dog. Good looking out HLD. Let me say, let me put it again. What the president Mauricio Sulaiman stated concerning the status of Devin the Dream Haney as the WBC lightweight champion and what he needs to do. That he sent a letter to the WBO. He needed some time. The WBC is putting pressure on Devin the Dream Haney. I told you it's not going to be easy. It's not. And let's not forget that Devin Haney won, not even won, but remember when he got elevated as the WBC belt holder the first time, you got to understand that Devin Haney was supposed to be fighting 2 voluntaries back to back. He only fought. I'm sorry, not 2 voluntaries, 2 mandatories. Devin Haney only fought, I believe, 1 mandatory, and that was Jojo Diaz. I believe that was the mandatory and stuff like that. But in all reality, he needs to fight 2 mandatories. He has yet fought 2 mandatories. He needs to fight another mandatory. That needs to be Shakur Stevenson. So now Mauricio Sulaiman is going by the book and saying, hey, you do need to fight your mandatory. You do need to fight your mandatory. So it got to be Shakur Stevens. I got to give you a deadline because now Top Rank is on. Hey, Mauricio, I'm not waiting for Devin Haney to decide. I don't care. My fighter, we beat Yoshino. He hasn't fought 2 mandatories. His mandatory's been up. It's time for you to push Shakur Stevenson, put the pressure, put the deadline. And shout out to Broadway Joel for asking the right questions so we can get the right answers. So Mauricio Sulaiman.
Shakur fought Yoshino to become the mandatory. What's the status with Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson?
Friday, July 21st is the deadline for Haney to secure if he's fighting per grace or he's going to stay in the lightweight division. Shakur Stevenson is the mandatory in the lightweight division.
Okay.
Everybody go subscribe to Broadway Joel. Good interview, and was more to that live, more to that interview and stuff like that. So after this live, go check it out to see the details of it. There was some follow-ups and things of that nature, but that was the highlight of for today's content. We're gonna see what Devin Haney want to do. We want to see what Devin Haney going to do. We don't know. But there's a lot of things in the sport of boxing we're talking about. You feel me? Shout out to Alicia Baumgartner with her victory. Shout out to Elvis Rodriguez with his victory. Frank Martin with his victory and stuff like that. Didn't look great in the lightweight division. He did not look like a world beater. I don't have Frank Martin. To be honest, I never looked at Frank Martin like that. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people was hyped by Frank Martin because, of course, he did beat Michel Rivera, and Michel Rivera was getting promoted very, very well. But even Michel Rivera in the last 3 fights, you could say he did not look like a world beater himself. You know what I'm saying? Before I think the Salazar Ali was too much pressure for him. You know what I'm saying? He started tapping into another character that was not him, especially as a Dominican. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully he get back in the ring. But Frank Martin did not look like a world beater. Frank Martin does not beat Shakur Stevenson. Frank Martin does not beat Tank Davis. Frank Martin does not beat Devin Haney. Frank Martin does not beat the top guys. I don't even think that Frank Martin beats the pressure of Pitbull Cruz. I'm sorry. I don't think so. I don't think that Frank Martin is like that. I think that is the hype of Earl the True Spence. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people just look at. I don't even think that Frank Martin should have had the headline fight. I think that fight should have headlined Nonito Donaire versus Santiago. To be honest, I don't know. I just don't see him like that. You know what I'm saying? I see him that I don't see him like as a world beater. I see him as a good fighter. I see him as a good fighter that you're gonna have to go through. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see him as a unified champion. I don't see him being another potential champion. I don't see him beating Lomachenko. I don't see him beating these guys. You know. I see him as a second level, 135 pounder. Somebody that you need to beat. Somebody that you need to beat so you can be like, you know what? Yeah, maybe you hold on, give me 1 second. Try to take it easy, by the way. He tried to take, it's true, GM. He tried to take the easy route. It ain't work. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. There's a lot of great fights coming up. Y'all already know July 2023 is epic. We still waiting. Like I said in the video earlier today in my show, if you haven't seen it, man, look, ladies and gentlemen, don't even ask me about how you gonna break down Earl the True Spence and Bud Crawford. I think we have broke this fight down for 4 years. For 4+ years, everybody has broke this fight down. Everybody broke this fight down. You know what I'm saying? Everybody broke this fight down. You know, we broke it down from A to Z. The technical side, the personalities, the resumes, the skills, the tweets. We broke this fight down too much already. You feel me? We broke this fight too much. I'm just waiting for July 29th, Bud versus Spence. All I'm gonna say is a pick'em fight. I got Bud, and that's all I can say. I got Bud, but it's a pick'em fight. I won't be surprised if Spence beat Bud. I won't be surprised if Bud beat Spence. You know what I'm saying? I think we broke this fight down so much that I don't even know how people are still talking about the fight in terms of breaking it down. Now, what it do for the sport of boxing? I think it does well for the sport of boxing. It sustained the sport of boxing. There's people saying that it's not selling well right now. It's saying that it's not even selling well, you know? And, I mean, look, I think that Earl Spence and Bud Crawford don't have that type of personality. They don't promote the fight the way that you feel like, oh man, I want to see these guys go at it, you know. But this is a hardcore boxing fight, and I think that we need to be the one to flip the bill. We can't depend on the casuals to respect this fight. I don't know if it's frozen here, but I do not see nothing. Hold on, my fault, y'all. Let me see. No, it's frozen. My fault, but it's frozen on my end. I can't see. On my end, it's frozen, y'all, so I can't. Matter of fact, my fault. It's frozen on my end, so give me one sec. I'm talking about the chat. The chat is frozen on my end, so I gotta. My apologies, but it's frozen on my end. See, yeah, man, my fault. I gotta go on my phone now to see the chat because it wasn't moving. The chat right here is not moving at all. So let me go to my phone. Martin to me is above the likes of Tony Harrison, J Rock. Exactly, Charles. Exactly. That's the way that I feel. Let me hop out. Let me hop back in. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Let me hop back. Give me 1 second. Así va mejor, ladies and gentlemen. Now I got it. Now I got it. Y'all hear me good? My fault. Now I see the chat. I think it could be a big fight though. Punch, you out in Vegas or you gonna be live with the folks? I'm gonna be live with the folks, man. Yo, Charles, you know what I'm saying? They don't be finna your boy Punch Run Boxing like that. You know, feel me? They gave me a little media credential just for the new NYC press conference, but they ain't finna your boy like that, man. I'm just too boisterous. But no, man, I would love to go to the fight. You know what I'm saying? See the fight, see Nonito Donaire, Santiago, him becoming a world champion again, the 4th division world champion, Nonito Donaire, the Filipino Flash. I can't wait to see him enhance his legacy. That's gonna be an incredible night. Who else? Albert in the building. What's good? Albert in the building. What's good, man? He said, let's not forget that Tio started all this by fighting Loma back in 2020 during the pandemic. Facts. He started all. That's why I said that he was the commander-in-chief, the captain of the generation. I told y'all. A lot of people say, you just saying that now. I was telling the people, feel me? Danny Medina said, break down the Inoue versus Fulton fight. I'm gonna tell you like that. That's one of the hardest fights to break down. Hey yo, Danny, I've been doing so much film study, and if y'all know, if y'all follow the channel, I always been talking about Naoya Inoue. He's actually my number one pound for pound. He's actually my number one pound for pound. So, and Stephen Fulton been on my pound for pound. Even when a lot of people didn't have Stephen Fulton on the pound for pound. Stephen Fulton been on my pound for pound for a while. I had to take out Juan Francisco Estrada with his inactivity, and I put Fulton. I even got Fulton there, and I even got Devin Haney there. I'm sorry, man. Fulton got some good victories back to back. Angelo Leo versus Brandon Figueroa, when Brandon Figueroa did beat Lewis and Eddie. You know what I'm saying? That was a good sequence of fights right there. Stephen Fulton is going to be a tough fight for Inoue. And it's going to be a tough fight for with Stephen Fulton, because we've seen that Stephen Fulton could fight off the back foot, and he could fight on the inside. We've seen that with Angelo Leo. We've seen the Brandon Figueroa. So we've seen how he got great wrinkles to his game. Now he's not the biggest punches. He says with the 2 punches. Let me see if it froze again. I don't know what the hell is happening to this, man, because let me see. Damn, it froze again, man. Whatever, man. I gotta read the chat through my phone, so if I don't put the chat on the screen, my fault, y'all. I can only see you good on my end. But Naoya Inoue versus Stephen Fulton, I believe both of these guys got great style. I think that Inoue is dynamic. He's a 3-division world champion, looking for his 4-division world title versus the top dog in Stephen Fulton. And I'm telling you like this, man, if he beats Stephen Fulton, it's gonna be a long. People saying that whoever wins from Bud Crawford or Earl the True Spence is gonna be pound for pound number 1. If Naoya beats Stephen Fulton and become a 4-division world champion, already undisputed by beating Paul Butler, and then beating Stephen Fulton and become a unified champion, I'm sorry, folks. I don't know that. I can't say that. I can't say that the winner of Bud Crawford or Earl the True Spence shoots up to number 1. If Naoya Inoue beats Stephen Fulton, now if Fulton beats Naoya Inoue, which is the little guy, but it's still a high accomplished person, I gotta put Stephen Fulton as my top 5. I got to put Stephen Fulton on my top 5. But if Inoue beats Stephen Fulton on my pound for pound list, he's going to stay at number 1. It don't matter what Earl Spence and Bud Crawford does. It don't matter. Now, maybe more of a Bud Crawford than an Earl Spence, because Earl Spence becomes a undisputed champion, but Bud Crawford becomes a 2-division undisputed, beating Earl the True Spence, undefeated, the top dog in the 147-pound division and stuff like that. Maybe a Bud, maybe Bud, but even if Earl Spence beats Bud, he don't go number 1 as my pound for pound. If Inoue beats Stephen Fulton, it's just too much. But Bud will be doing something that is absolutely great. Absolutely great. 2-division undisputed world champion. You know what I'm saying? Still undefeated. So and they got don't they got Bud Crawford as the favorite? Don't they got Bud Crawford as the favorite now? Let me keep this like this. He said, what the fuck, 2 punches? I seen that earlier. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like. Smash the like. So it's gonna be one hell of a July. If you got your pound for pound list, if you got your pound for pound list, this issue is going to switch all over the place. So I'm doing my pound for pound list July 30th. July 30th, I got my pound for pound list. You know what I'm saying? Again, because with these victories or these losses, if Naoya Inoue loses to Stephen Fulton, he's still gonna be on my pound for pound list. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, Inoue is moving up. He's moving up. And the thing is gonna be equally as tough. It's gonna be equally as tough. You got to give kudos to Stephen Fulton to make this fight happen, going out there to Japan and stuff like that, to making the fight happen. And again, credit Al Heyman for letting his client do what he needs to do and attain and earn a legacy fight with Naoya Inoue. I think is a big fight. I think it's a tougher fight to break down. I think that people should just be thinking of just should put their efforts and put their energy in breaking this fight down. Because I'm saying like this fight is very, very difficult to break down. It's two high class, high quality, skilled fighters going at it. Both of these guys got great attributes. It got good legs, good power, good IQ. Was still fighting with a over the bone. I think his had a over the bone fracture with Nonito Donaire, and he still was fighting, still stayed up. A lot of people do take a knee. You know what I'm saying, with that type of eye injury. We see this past weekend he took a knee. We see Danny Dubois took a knee. We see Kell Brook took a knee with the eye. It didn't, man. I'm telling you, so he could sustain injury, he could sustain being hurt. It's gonna be a wonderful fight. It's gonna be an incredible fight. It's gonna be an incredible fight. Low nose boxing in the building. Lopez on the super chatty patty K. My fault, I can't put it in the screen because on my screen on the laptop, shit ain't working real good. Devin versus Josué Vargas landmine fight 140. Hey, yo, low nose, man. Tú estás toqueado con ese Josué Vargas, ¿verdad? Tú viste el video, tú estás toqueado con esa vaina, eh? You don't leave that Josué Vargas guy alone, huh? Low nose boxing. Let me find out, low. Down low nose boxing. Hey, yo, the down low nose boxing. You better be careful, man. You don't leave Josué Vargas alone, huh? The down low nose boxing. Keep it on the down low. Nobody has to know. Ten cuidado. Deja ese hombre en banda ya. He said, hey, yo, some production said, Josué got the iron chin. Hey, be careful. Good looking out con los 2 pesos de plátano, low nose boxing. Ten cuidado. Oh man, my fault. I couldn't put it in the screen. My brother, my fault. My screen is frozen. The chat on my laptop is frozen. I don't know what the hell is happening. I don't know why, but it's frozen right here. Nobody has to know. But I want to know what Devin Haney gonna be doing. Of course, I said that if Devin Haney needs to secure a promotional network deal, he needs to keep the belts before he let them go, and maybe that's what they're waiting for. Of course, he's got a lot of options in the lightweight division. He could pick Shakur Stevenson, the rematch, and Mauricio Sulaiman said he's the mandatory, right? So that answers the question of that Lomachenko is not the front runner, even though that he's number 1 in the WBC. So Mauricio Sulaiman already said that Shakur Stevenson is going to be number 1. And even though that the manager of Lomachenko said that they would like the rematch yesterday. See, now we're putting the puzzles together. Yesterday, Vasily Lomachenko's manager said that they want the rematch with Devin Haney, but he's very sure that fight is not going to happen. So him by saying that, and now we know that Mauricio Sulaiman saying that that Shakur Stevenson is the mandatory to Devin the Dream Haney. So I think the rematch is not going to be happening with Devin Haney with Lomachenko. Is Devin Haney willing to fight Shakur Stevenson as a guy that's going to need to come back down to the 135 pounds, looking the way that he was looking? You know what I'm saying? Looking like a fat boy. I don't know. I don't think he will fight a Shakur Stevenson. I think Devin Haney will rather fight Shakur Stevenson at 100%. And I don't think that he's willing to come back down. But he needs to hold the belts, secure this I think he needs to play the game that I could fight in 140, but I'm gonna keep my belts and move back down to the lightweight division. If Devin Haney could play that game, if they could believe Devin Haney, whoever he's doing negotiations with, like say, no, I'm gonna keep my belts. I just want to get a voluntary, but the thing is, they already gave him a deadline. See, he should have done this shit a long time ago. See, I think Devin Haney waiting it's been a bad service to him. They should have done this a quicker deal, because now is the weight game that got him now all these belt federation not giving him the time of day. They're not giving him no time. And when you're not in a promotional company, now the promotional company doesn't deal with if you're not in a promotional company, if you don't got a spokesperson like a Devin, like Eddie Hearn or Top Rank, they'll give you all the time in the world. But right now you're dealing with yourself. Now they're looking at you like, now the WBO is saying that, please. If the WBO, I say like this, if Devin Haney was still signed to Top Rank and he would have sent that request about give me 24, whatever, or he was with Eddie Hearn and give me that 24 hours, they would have granted him that. But remember now, he's dealing like a lone wolf. And with the Belt Federation, when you're dealing like a lone wolf, they don't respect you like that. They don't see that you got muscle. So WBO said decline your request. The WBC all of a sudden saying that now you got a deadline now. Think about it. The WBC and the WBO was both giving you deadlines. And that's because you're by yourself. And that's what's happening to Devin Haney. That's what's happening to Devin Haney, in my opinion. If he was signed to Bob Arum still, they would have requested that, or probably they never would have requested that. I think the WBO never would have came up with that, never would have rushed them. You know what I'm saying? So now you can't even lock down the deal with your belts. It's either you get stripped, by the WBC. They give you a deadline to see if you're going to stay in the lightweight division. The WBO, I'm telling you, the WBO and the WBC work hand in hand. The WBO gave him a deadline to confirm that he's going to stay in the lightweight division. The WBC now is telling him he got a deadline at July 21st if he's going to stay in the lightweight division. Let's listen again from Broadway Joel's interview so we could really unpack exactly the words that's coming out of Mauricio Sulaiman's mouth. Listen.
Shakur fought Yoshino to become the mandatory. What's the status with Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson?
Friday, July 21st is the deadline for Haney to secure if he's fighting per grace or he's going to stay in the lightweight division. Shakur Stevenson is the mandatory in the lightweight division.
Okay.
Now that's what look. I don't know that. I don't know that Devin Haney is going to be fighting Regis Prograis in October. That's what Devin Haney said, October. And Regis Prograis is saying, is it going to be in November? If Regis Prograis don't know what the hell is going on, how am I supposed to know? Regis Prograis is the one that tweeted that. You know what I'm saying? Regis Prograis tweeted. Let's go to the tweets, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to the tweets. Hold on. Let's go to Regis Prograis. Three hours ago, Regis Prograis say, yo, Eddie Hearn, I'm fighting Devin Haney in November or what? Is it on you? And then Devin Haney replied to Regis Prograis, now we fighting in October. But if Regis don't even know he's fighting Devin Haney in October, that's what Devin Haney is saying. Regis is saying something else. So somebody's not communicating with Regis Prograis. Somebody's not communicating. So I can't say that, oh yeah, because Devin Haney tweeted October, they're going to be fighting in October. Or maybe that's Devin Haney that's saying that I want to fight in October. Maybe that's Devin Haney saying I want to fight in October, like he said that he wanted to fight Lomachenko before Ramadan or something like that, right? That doesn't mean it took place. So I'm not taking Devin Haney's word for it. If Eddie Hearn ain't come out with it, if there is no signed proposal, no signed deals, no red line on the contract and stuff like that, I'm not going to go by the tweet of October because we've seen that by Devin Haney before where he was going to be fighting Lomachenko. That he's going to be fighting only Lomachenko before the Ramadan. That ain't happened. Did Eddie Hearn say that? Did anybody secure that fight with Regis Prograis and Devin Haney? Because if that's the fight, then why would they be a deadline? Why would they be a deadline? Let me see what else. Let me see what else they got. Again, shout out to Broadway Joel for the interview. Shout out to Broadway Joel with a clip. And on Twitter, I put who is Gervonta Davis' biggest threat, and on my Twitter feed is different than actually my YouTube feed. Let me see. On my Twitter feed, hold on. Good looking out, GM with a super chat. Con 5 pesos. Super chatty parique. Going off Devin playbook. He gonna take the Regis fight and then start calling out Tank a month before the fight to promote his fight with Regis. It's my fault, man. It's frozen on my end right here, so I can't even put that one on the screen. But you know what, man? Let me do it like this. I gotta do it because I gotta show love this way. It's no. Boom. Yo. Hold on. Yo. Diablo, man. Yo. Good looking out with a super chat. Going off Devin playbook, he gonna take Regis fight and then start calling out Tank month before the fight to promote the fight with Regis. Good looking out, GM in the building. Good looking out, GM. Yeah, I think they're gonna come out with an excuse. I think they're gonna come out with an excuse and stuff like that. Diablo por it. StreamYard is effing up today, y'all. What else we got? Teofimo Lopez 47%, 155 people voted. On my Twitter, it's actually kind of different. On my Twitter feed, it got more people voted for Shakur Stevenson. If y'all haven't subscribed or follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Moonshine 10. Who is Gervonta Davis' greatest threat? 61% got Shakur Stevenson, 23% had Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney at 9%, and Vasily Lomachenko at 7%. That's 405 people voted 14 hours ago and stuff like that. So on my Twitter, you know what I'm saying? That's why I tell the people that Twitter and YouTube is different type of fan bases or whatever, or people just follow me from different type of fans follow me. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's a lot of people that just look at YouTube and think that what's happening in boxing YouTube, it is what it is. Nah. Because on my Twitter feed, 61% got Shakur Stevenson, 23% got Teofimo Lopez, and on my YouTube channel, more people got Teofimo Lopez 47% and 43% in Shakur Stevenson. So, you know, something to look at. You know, two different type of platforms. Same guy, two different type of platform, but different type of outcome. But good fights coming up, man. We don't know what Keith Thurman gonna be doing. I want to talk a little bit more about the Jermell Charlo and Canelo Alvarez. Even though I know a lot of people have been talking about the fight, but I just find it very, very intriguing. And I really want to give, I really need to give Joan Guzman his flowers, because a lot of people, yes, are talking about Derrick James, but what we see, and I've been telling y'all for a while right now, Joan Guzman has been the special ingredient to Jermell Charlo. His footwork, his counter punching off the back foot, his defense. Joan Guzman has elevated the skill, has put more tools in the bag for Jermell Charlo, and I believe that, in my opinion, if he beats Canelo Alvarez, Joan Guzman should get the full credit. Joan Guzman should get the full credit. Now, to be honest, I haven't heard that Jermell Charlo is not training with Derrick James, but I have not seen Jermell Charlo with Derrick James in a while right now. We haven't seen it. He's not in the gym with Earl the True Spence. And I thought that there was boys. Think about it. He got a fight coming. Well, yeah, you know, they both of these guys are on training camp, so it's hard to say that Jermell Charlo will help out Earl the True Spence to spar to help Earl Spence fight Terrence Bud Crawford. I think that would have been a good sparring session for these guys. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to figure out, is Derrick James still with Jermell Charlo? You know, I think this is the biggest fight of his career, just like it's the biggest fight for Earl Spence's career. It's gonna be a big fight for AJ as well, to fight Dillian White. Does Derrick James, and Derrick James is training Ryan Garcia as well, he's down there. Does Derrick James got time for Jermell Charlo for his biggest fight? You know what I'm saying? I think that Joan Guzman got this, in my opinion. I think Joan Guzman got this. I was thinking the same thing, Pun. Yeah, man. Because a lot of people gonna be like, well, Derrick James, man, he got Charlo, he's gonna be the trainer of the year. I think, yeah, he's doing. He got it. It's, you know what's happening to Derrick James? It might happen to remember what's happening to Eddie Reynoso. Eddie Reynoso was just getting all these fighters, and then he didn't have time for all these fighters. And then guys like Sanchez had to leave, Andy Ruiz left, Louis Netty left. He didn't have time for Virgil Ortiz when he was in San Antonio for 3 to 4 weeks. Remember when Virgil Ortiz was in San Antonio and Eddie Hearn was never in the gym? They was looking for Eddie Reynoso training. Eddie Reynoso didn't even have time for Virgil Ortiz. So, and then look, he lost a lot of fighters. So does Derrick James, you know, and this is because you're a hot trainer, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean all the fighters need to go run to one to you want to have a good trainer that's going to be 100% attentive to you. You know what I'm saying? Derrick James had Frank Martin. He's preparing Frank Martin. He's preparing Anthony Joshua. He's preparing Earl Spence for the biggest fight of his career. Anthony Joshua, an important fight of his career. Frank Martin in a good fight. Now Jermell Charlo got Canelo Alvarez. Like right now, if I was Jermell Charlo, in my opinion, this is Canelo Alvarez. There is no shortcuts. I need you with me right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's in pre-camp right now. The fight is going to be in September 30th, so of course he got a lot of time to be with Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo is just getting ready to go to camp. You know what I'm saying? He's not in camp yet because we're like, how many weeks out we have for Jermell Charlo and Canelo Alvarez? We are after the 29th. Let's say after the 29th, Derrick James is going to be free. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he has enough time to be in training camp with Jermell Charlo. He does have enough time to be in the training camp with Jermell Charlo. So we got to see what's going to be happening with that. He got enough time. Depending on what type of training camp you're going to go, are you going to go are you going to go 10 weeks or 8 weeks? But ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know, man. Tomorrow we back at it. I want to do a video. I want to do a couple of videos. I want to do the Carlos Adamas. What they're going to be doing in the WBC for the WBC middleweights. Carlos Adamas is going to be fighting Jermall Charlo. We don't know what Jermall Charlo is going to be doing as well. I want to see what's going to be happening with that. Good looking out for the people that donated to the channel today. Good looking out, Charles Edward Cheese. Good looking out, GM. Good looking out, HLD and Low Nose Boxing. Good looking out for all the people that smashed the like button. A lot of technical difficulties on my end, man. Everything is frozen and stuff like that. After the full fight, let me read a couple of messages out here. Juan Guzman is the greatest Dominican boxer. Facts. Guzman has been Charlo's number 2 for a minute now. Yeah, leading up to the Brian Castaño fight. He will get DJ full attention after AJ fights in August. It's like 10 weeks. Yeah, they're 10 weeks out, so it's good. Juan Guzman punched that. Who he trained with? Yeah, Juan Guzman. So yeah, man, ladies and gentlemen, we're back at it tomorrow, 6:37 p.m. Eastern time. Boxing is good. Boxing is great. I'm going to be dropping more videos. Y'all already know. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter, Mr. Moonshine 10. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, _boxing, ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know, man. And subscribe to the podcast. And subscribe to the website. I gotta do my Donito Donaire article right now. I gotta write my article. So let me know what y'all think. And also we really gotta dial in on that Inoue versus Fulton fight. So people, man, have a great Monday. Love you. Y'all already know God first, everything second. We're brothers and sisters, sons and daughters of the Most High. We're one race. What makes us beautiful is that we have that we're just a different culture. We like the buffet in the world. You know what I'm saying? Stay good to yourself, stay healthy, stay good to people, take care of your significant other, take care of your children. Y'all already know this. Make this a better place, a better community, and a better self. It starts with being your better self. So love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.